I used when I was in Dallas. I had forgotten my big notebook.
5 months after his triumph in Berlin, JFK boarded Air Force One, bound for an election rally in Texas. White House reporter Sid Davis was with him.
The landing in Dallas at Love Field is spectacular, large crowd. And Kennedy and Jackie, Mrs. Kennedy, did not disappoint them because they got off Air Force One in Dallas and immediately walked right over to the crowd. I think probably 5,000 or 6,000 people gathered at the airport.
Mrs. Kennedy joins him in the throng of outstretched hands and cameras.
And they walked and they worked the fence, as we call it. They should, hand over hand, they were shaking hands with the crowd that had gathered for them. It was really a very warm welcome. I rode into town on press bus number 1. Kennedy had given the Secret Service a little lecture the week before. He said, "I'm going to Dallas next week. When we do that, I don't want you running alongside the car. I want the crowd to see Jackie." I was told this by a Secret Service agent. So we went downtown, made this turn, and then onto Elm and Houston Street, and that's where we heard the shots. And they were distinctly 3 noises.
It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route.
Crowd started to disperse, parents grabbing their children, trying to carry them. I saw a father lying on top of a child. And then when you looked ahead, you saw the presidential limousine had disappeared from the motorcade. They knew exactly where to go. There was never any problem with that. They got to the hospital within minutes.
A priest has been ordered. Emergency supplies of blood also being rushed to the hospital.
I got there as a Secret Service agents were cleaning up the back seat of the car where President Kennedy had sat with Mrs. Kennedy. And just as I got there, the priest said, "He's dead all right. I just gave him the last rites." I broadcast the first word that John F. Kennedy was dead. And then all hell broke loose.
Amid the chaos, a battle broke out. Texan officials wanted to keep Kennedy's body in Dallas.
Air Force One, request the names of the passengers on board, please.
Air Force One became an escape vehicle as Jackie Kennedy and the Secret Service insisted the body be flown out.
The body is on board.
We drove up to the belly of the airplane, and we noticed at the rear of the aircraft, the Secret Service was getting ready to place the casket on the airplane. And they got to the hatch, and they couldn't get the casket inside the aircraft because the handles were too big. It's a very large casket, weighed about 600 pounds, I'm told. The Secret Service ran inside the airplane. They got an axe, and they had to chop the handles off. Now, you have to understand that they were under great stress, very heavy duress, to get that airplane out of Dallas.
JFK's body was on board.
That's my ear at that corner.